Man, what a relaxing day. I sure hope no demonic entities come to my home to seek my guidance. That would suck since I feel like being super lazy right. Who the blazes is knocking at my door so loudly? Why do they have a weird voice effect? Better go answer. I've got nothing better to do. Holy crap, Lois, it's 2011X from the hit Roblox fan game Outcome Memories. Okay, but seriously, what are you doing at my house?
Every time I get into a match, I get stunned, and it's calling me words, and it's really made me to look like a loser, and I'm sick of it. So I resolved to have you teach me how I can put those frozen souls in their place.
Okay.
What? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really busy right now.
Oh, that's very kind of me. You know, I was whole idea that you say no, and that I have to brutally murder your family and friends in order to show you your dead body is to blackmail you into. You know what? I'm just going to let you start the whole teaching thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. Now, as I'm sure we all know, Outcome Memories is a very fun game. It's currently my favorite game on Roblox and has eaten a lot of my free time, which I'm not complaining about, honestly. But one thing that seems to be a common sentiment is that Executioner, or rather 2011X, is not very fun to play. Hey man, don't shoot the messenger. It's not me saying that. Anyways, I think this sentiment is in large part due to people not fully grasping 2011X's kit and the multiple ways you can use it. This video will have sections so that if you think you're good on certain things, then you can just skip to the parts of the video that are the most relevant for you. With that out of the way, let's first tackle the basics with detailing 2011X's abilities and how they work. Invisibility is one of 2011X's most crucial abilities. By pressing the abilities button, X turns invisible, becoming immune to all stuns along with gaining a huge speed boost. The survivors will also be bright red if you get close enough to them. While you are close enough, you will see the names of the survivors in a black box with a number on it. If you click the corresponding number, you will teleport to the survivor and 2011X will play an animation before being able to move again. You can also exit invisibility without triggering the animation if there are no survivors close by. Now, this ability used to be horribly busted, since there was a tech for it where you could exit extremely close to a survivor without triggering the animation, basically guaranteeing a free hit. This obviously got nerfed, and now there's a pretty large radius where the game considers you close enough to a survivor to trigger the animation. Invisibility should generally be used as a tool to start or continue a chase, and should no longer be used to try and surprise survivors.
So, I can't jump scare my victims?
No, not anymore. And thank God for that too, that tech was busted to shit.
That's not fair. But fine. I guess I can try invisibility too. Well, give my victims up. I didn't care. I'm sick.
It could not have been that hard to say that.
Yes, it was. Continue to my next ability. My favorite one. Charge is an ability that can have a few layers to it depending on how you use it, when, where, and why. Yeah, I told you people didn't understand my minigame Meister's kit fully. Ability number 2, we're already mentioning layers, baby! Charge upon activation makes X blink red twice, with an accompanying beep each time, before he takes off flying in the direction of the camera. While X is beeping, he can still move and jump around, but can't use any other abilities. If X gets stunned before he takes off flying, charge will be cancelled and put on cooldown. But, once you are in the air, like I said previously, 2011X will move in the direction of the camera. If he collides with a survivor, he will make both himself and the survivor stop in place,
whilst making said survivor play the fabled minigame that I love to scream about so much. For every tick that the survivor is playing in the minigame, they will take 2 hit points of damage. That is, except if you're stomping out Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic actually takes damage from charge at a different tick rate compared to every other survivor as of version 0.1. So to compensate for this, 2011X will slowly stomp Metal out faster depending on how much time passes. 2011X can be stunned whilst choking or stomping out a survivor, which will free the survivor and put charge on cooldown. Should the survivor complete the minigame before getting down, they will be freed from 2011X's grasp whilst he gets stunned for a short amount of time. If the survivor doesn't complete the minigame before their health gets too low, or if they get grabbed at low health, 2011X will down them if they're on a first life, or just snap their neck if they're on last life.
I understand.
Do you?
Of course. I know how to use my own abilities.
Okay, tell me how.
Well, I should clearly use charge to grab the vessel as soon as I can. That way, I can watch the light drain from the rise by my own hands. It will easily lead to me killing them, and the rest of their miserable little friends will all follow my domino downward.
That is the worst way to use that ability.
What?
Charge is a good ability, yes, but it is best used to confirm a down or full kill. It will be very easy for the other survivors on the map to find you when choking somebody out, which can double as a good way for them to group up. The worst outcome for you was 2011X. Using charge just to stack damage is also just begging for you to get chain stunned, which may give you a lot of rage, but can also give you a lot of rage in real life. Survivors, as of version 0.1, get downed or killed at 15 HP, so choking someone out when they're in the 20s of HP is a good way to secure a down or kill. When activating the ability when chasing a survivor with a stun, make sure to stick behind a wall or piece of the map that makes it so that you can't get easily hit by a stun. Unless the survivor is aiming, in which case fuck you. This way, it's much harder for charge to get cancelled and much easier for a potential stun to get wasted.
Okay, fine. I see you're stupid. Wait. But I feel a little tricky.
Stop! Don't say that again.
Say what? Tricky?
Yes.
Why? Are you scared of the word?
No, I'm just scared of what or who it will summon. Bodied Trickery is an amazing ability, like genuinely in contention for the best of 2011X's abilities. What makes it even better is that it is X's most simple ability as well. This will also make this a very short section. Essentially, you click God's Trickery's button, X will disappear for a little bit, and then he will appear on a survivor. You also send clones to other survivors, but that's not really important, that's more survivor-sided. Why are you still even here? God's Trickery is a great tool for starting chases. Keyword starting. I have seen way too many 2011X players use God's Trickery during chase, only to end up on a target that is in a much better position to handle a sudden chase compared to the last one. Remember, God's Trickery is random. Do not bet on it putting you onto a target that you want. God's Trickery should mainly be used if you are unable to immediately find anybody or need to just get onto any target to start a chase. This ability will absolutely put you into a horrible position if most of the lobby is healthy and grouped up. If the survivors know how to avoid damage from the ability, then you can only really use it to start chase. This ability also becomes scarily good during last Bobian standing, but we'll cross that bridge later.
Ready or not, here I come!
Rage mode is a very straightforward move that absolutely nobody dislikes or disagrees upon in terms of balancing. Yeah, that was a bold-faced lie. People fucking hate Rage mode. 2011X's main gimmick is the Rage meter on the left side of the screen. Whenever he gets hit by a stun, X will gain Rage. Once the meter is full, by pressing the corresponding button for the ability, 2011X will do an animation while talking and enter Rage mode. X has a huge increase to his speed, his M1 damage goes from around 30 to 50, and all stuns have a heavily reduced time of effectiveness. The timer will also be paused, and the bottom of the screen will have a separate timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Also, Invisibility changes to an ability that slows you to a crawl but reveals locations of survivors on the map. Now, despite what many people may say, Baby Rage is not a win button. It is a very strong button, but it will not win the game for you. There are good times to use Rage and bad times to use Rage, and this ability can be so complex in its use that I'll just give it its own section later on in the video. Hello, Future Oath here. You can tell because I sound sick, because I am. Um, there has been a slight change of plans. We're going to be covering all of that, rage mode goodness right now in this section. So, here we go. Alright, so, it is me, Future Oath again, and, I'm gonna change it up a bit for this section, and we're going to do some, post-match commentary on some of these playstyles. So first up is Early Rage on You Can't Run, which I think is X's worst map. Now, Early Rage is a very aggressive playstyle. You mainly want to go for getting downs on survivors instead of going for like only full kills, and you mainly want to rage like long before the ring opens. A good rule of thumb that I follow is before the ring at the top next to the timer turns green. So here I'm just kind of walking around, and then I find Cream. Now the reason why I target Cream first is pretty obvious. Cream is a high priority target, and if you don't take Cream out, then she can very easily take away all of your progress. So I get stunned by Metal Sonic, and I actually I don't think I end up focusing on Metal Sonic too much this match, because how I see Metal Sonic is that he serves a purpose to you as 2011X. He is your rage battery, and essentially once you get rage, at that point it is fine to kill Metal Sonic and by proxy Eggman, because Eggman's a much easier kill than a lot of people make it out to be. So, Cream escapes the grab, Knuckles is lagging his ass off, and I get hit by Metal Stun again, but also Knuckles wastes counter. So now I know that I should probably go after Knuckles, since he doesn't have counter. If I see Cream again, I'm going after her. And now I do see Amy. I hit her once, and then, as I said before, going after Knuckles a little bit. I'm kind of just ignoring Eggman and Metal, because, you know, they still serve a purpose to me. Yeah, so Amy's still up here, and then you also want to go after Amy as well, especially in Early Rage, because Amy, while the sun also functions as like a mini Cream, she can also be very difficult to get. And you really don't want to waste a lot of rage on one character. You want to use it to get a bunch of full kills. And here, Rickery just blesses me, and I get an immediate down on Cream. Knuckles again wastes counter. I didn't even try to read that one, and then I get it down on Knuckles. So already, only a few minutes in, I have downed 3 out of a full 7 survivor lobby, which is amazing. Here I could full kill Cream, but I see Tails in his crutch spot, so I'm gonna ignore Cream, and instead I'm going to charge at Tails. Now, this is mainly because I don't want Tails in this spot. It's very powerful for him. And as you can see, I get really mad at these crutch spots. I hate them so much. But since he is in the crutch spot, there's nobody here to stun me out of the grab, and he jumps down by himself anyways. Now here I go to get Tails. Again, Tails, another high priority target. I miss my Invis dodge, which kind of fucks me up, and I click Invis after I recover from getting Rage. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get Tails, because he's already on 6 HP. I might as well. And if I can grab him here before he clicks Fly, that would be great. I think I do. Wait for the jump. Yep, and that's a down. So I have gotten it down on all of the key high priority targets. I think I just take this kill on Cream here. Like, even though in the early rage, you want to be aggressive and go for downs first. Do not be afraid to full kill your high priority targets. Like, don't be afraid to full kill Cream, Amy, Tails, things like that. So she does the heal dodge. I have gotten to the timing by this point, although Sonic stuns me out of it, so it's whatever. And now up here, this is a dumb spot. I don't know why people are going to that spot. It's very bad. But I think this leads to me just full killing Tails. I think not, because I already used charge, so unless he's dumb and goes up there. Oh, I get stunned by Knuckles. Now, this would absolutely be a fine place to click Rage, only that I haven't downed I've downed Knuckles, I haven't downed Sonic, and I haven't downed Eggman. And at this point, I've got 349 left. I just killed Crew, so I'm back at 401. So I can really take my time and try and go for that full lobby down. I think I go in here to kill Tails. Yeah, Tails is low, so I'm just gonna kill him. And I think now I go after Sonic, because he's right here. He only hit one drop dash. First, I waste all his dodges. He goes into the cage here and jumps out, which is a pretty bad play on his part, because this cage is a demonic looping spot. Okay, never mind. Alright, yeah, so Eggman's here. He's saying something in voice chat. But now, I think after I down him, yeah, so I down Eggman, and I think after that, so I think I go for Sonic next. I'm not sure. This was recorded a while ago, as you can see by the server version in the bottom left. Yeah, I go after Sonic. So I've downed Eggman. I've killed 3 people, and I think once I do down Sonic, that's when I click Rage. So I will just go ahead and cut to when I inevitably click Rage. Okay, so here I click Rage. As you can see, I actually haven't downed Sonic yet, which is a little bit of a misplay. It was kind of late when I was playing this, and I had been trying to get good footage for a while, so I was a little tilted. So I ended up getting stunned by Eggman's shield going into the little hallway, and I just clicked Rage. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna click Rage." Eggman here is in a really bad spot. I kill him before he can jetpack boost away. Sonic is super low. Amy is back at 75 HP. I assume she has the sun, so that's kind of my next target. I end up just not caring about going up there, so I just click charge. She does waste hammer. I jump down here, get a nice M1. And I think I do end up taking this kill. Yeah. So I take that kill. Sonic misses drop dash. He's already low, so I'm just gonna go for that down. There's really no reason why I shouldn't. Metal clicks destructive charge, but as always, potential mans, and he misses. I down Sonic, and then I get an M1 on Metal. Oh, I missed that next one. That's so whack. I do get another. I think I end up going for Sonic LMS here. I end up getting another M1 on Metal. I almost get juked. Get a third one. He hits me with destructive charge, but since I'm in rage mode, I'm gonna recover from it super fast, and he's at 7 HP. So he just kind of gives up. All right, so, and now as you can see, at 2 minutes 52 left, I already have Sonic and Last Man Standing. Now I did do a bit of a misplay here where I didn't first like M1 Sonic to get him low before killing Metal, but I didn't really have the time, as I think after I downed Sonic, I only had like a few seconds left on Rage, so I was like, I might as well just focus on Metal so I can get him out. But yeah, and now this leads into a Sonic Last Man Standing, which will lead into the obvious outcome. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip over to that. Alright, and that is a full server wipe with early rage on X's hardest map. Obviously I went for Sonic LMS there because it's your most favorable situation, which is really how you want to play early rage. You don't want to use rage to set anything up. You want to use rage to kind of pull checkmate and put you in the last man standing situation you like the most. And yeah, so that's early rage, and it's my preferred playstyle for 2011X. Let's move on to late rage now. Alright, it is me, Editor Oath, back again, and now we are in a late rage match. So, A lot of people you play late rage. It's kind of the like standard X play style, unfortunately, because it's honestly a pretty difficult way to play X. You mainly want to prioritize getting full kills to extend your time, and then using rage to kind of set up a most favorable last man standing between the last two people alive. Um, a lot of people also tend to target or tunnel with late rage, which is already a bad tactic, but it's even worse with late rage because you are wasting time full like downing and then full killing one survivor when you could be doing the same to like other survivors, not like tunneling them, but like you could like at that time you're spending like tunneling that cream can be spent getting damage on everyone in the lobby. But anyway, so starting out here, Amy jumps off the map, which I still don't get that tech, even on like both Survivor and Executioner side. Amy is currently low, and here I show off why Not Perfect is such a great map for Executioners, or at least 2011X, because with Invis you can get really easy surprise attacks. Knuckles proceeds to burn both cooldowns. Sonic's there to cover his back though, although he falls off the map anyways. So here I drop down onto Cream and Metal. I jump down here so that I don't get stunned by Metal, because already I'm at pretty high rage. Um, I don't think I end up killing Metal too quickly in this match, but he definitely serves his purpose pretty quickly. So currently I have 2 high priority targets already downed. Knuckles once again wastes all of his abilities. I click charge, and he actually jukes the shit out of me here. Yeah, he jukes me crazy style, but I find him with Invis. And hitting the spring can be like a little tedious sometimes, but yet again, and I get another down. So already I have 3 downs on the I already have 3 downs on the board. Now I really should. I think I full kill Amy first, either Amy or Cream. Oh, I think I probably full kill Amy because she's just sitting down here by herself. Yeah, that's an easy kill. So if you're on Last Life, definitely never, like, be alone. Then Gosh Chicory blesses me by putting me on Cream, she jumps off the map, and then Metal, kind of serves his purpose. So, this is a weird situation because I could kill Metal here because he's already used Destructive Charge, but I want to make sure that I want to cut off his increased healing, and since Tails isn't in the game anymore, I only have to worry about Eggman. Although I get hit with the fucking Wombo combo, so that's not happening anytime soon. Alright, here, I land 2 hits on Eggman, and I kind of forget about Cream because I'm looking for this down on Eggs. I managed to grab him right at the spring. Sonic can't really do anything. I always forget you can't make that jump. Like, it's too high. You have to use the spring. Yeah, but I think now... Oh, no, I ignore Cream. I forget why I ignore Cream. So here's Knuckles and Sonic. Knuckles... That was a very predictable counter. I really should not have swung into that, but I was kind of just turning my brain off and mashing. But yet again, Knuckles already burned both cooldowns. I'm going after Eggman now because it put me on him, and since Metal already served his purpose. Speaking of Metal, he destructive charges, I press Invis and I dodge it. People tell me that stun is good. I don't understand. I don't understand. Here's Knuckles again by himself. And again, especially on Not Perfect, you should be taking advantage of when survivors are like on Last Life just by themselves, because those are easy kills. Like, those are very easily set up kills. Here Knuckles does some glide tech. I swing into his counter again, but it saves me from destructive charge, so calculated. Here I did not expect Eggman to actually hit me, but he did burn double jump for that. And Knuckles is kind of hiding here. He misses dunk because that hitbox is a little ass, and I kill him. So already 2 full kills on the board, and I have Cream down. I find Cream, jump down there so Sonic can drop dash me, and I grab the kill. So now all that's left is Eggman, Metal Sonic, and Sonic. Now, this would be the perfect early rage opportunity, and that's really how you should be playing it. You should not be hard locking yourself into these playstyles.
Yeah, I get a huge lag spike there. I don't know why. That was a huge lag spike. Um, but you as X, you should not be locking yourself into these playstyles. You should definitely adapt to whichever playstyle to use depending on the situation. Like this would be perfect for early rage. Like honestly, if this wasn't for like gathering footage for late rage, absolutely click rage here. Absolutely click rage here. Like you don't even need to first down Sonic. I only do that because like that's my like perfectionism kind of, and like I hate when I click rage and then I have to first down somebody. And it just gets annoying. That's my early rage brain. But you should absolutely click rage here. Grab the kill on Eggman. Pressure Metal Sonic a lot. Then down Sonic, and then hopefully kill Metal before the ring opens. So here, Eggman burns both abilities. I managed to dodge drop dash. I put a little pressure on Metal just to make sure he's not in my way. And yet again, Eggman's run away from the other two. He is a free kill. So here I click Rage, and this is really how late Rage is played, in my opinion. You should be using this to set up the most favorable last man standing position. So there back there I hit Metal in order to more clearly see where Sonic was, and then see after that hit, I leave Sonic alone because he's on 10 HP, and he is the one that I want in Last Man Standing because I really don't want to deal with Metal Sonic Last Man Standing. So here, I just kind of go after Metal Sonic because he can't do anything since he's already out of Destructive Charge. All he can do is kind of juke, and juking is fairly easier in Rage Mode, or when X is in Rage Mode, because he has a longer M1 cooldown. But I do get the double hits. I'm mashing. That's a triple. And so now I'm trying to get... This is definitely a mistake. I'm trying to get... Oh, never mind. I was out perfect end where I would down Sonic and then would full kill Metal. But yeah, this is me like this is the last man standing situation I want. Sonic is at 73 HP, so he is a 2-shot instead of his usual 3-shot when he is at full last man standing HP. And now it is much easier for me to kill him. Although I will say I had gotten super rusty at Sonic last man standing, so it takes me a little bit, but I do eventually get him. So we're gonna cut to when I do get him. So here Sonic does get some last minute jukes, and you can absolutely get juked a lot and not perfect, but that gives me the easy win. And that is some post commentary on how to play late rage. So now we're going to go to ring lockout, the worst play style. You could consider this a secret third play style, but it's so dog shit you might as well not. Ring Lockout involves you waiting the entire match, you only using your base kit to get downs and confirm kills, just to use raid at the last second to lock the exit ring. Why the fuck would you do this? Locking out the ring can work on certain maps and certain ring spawns, sure, but for 90% of the time it is genuinely just wasting time. Even if you kill everybody else during rage, that one guy that was left gets a health increase, damage resistance, and an increased amount of time to reach the ring. There is no point in waiting to lock the ring because it will still be open even if the time gets increased from last Mobian standing. All you did was just let that one guy farm aura as the last one alive with their own theme music blaring as you fumble a win you could have so easily taken. Please, to all my 2011 X players out there, do not wait to lock the ring. Just play late rage, bro. It is better in every single way.
Oh my god! I'm so bored! Anyone is how we destroy those pesky souls! All you did was explain what my abilities do, and barely gave me any reason for us.
Well, I had to make sure that you knew everything about your abilities and kit before going deeper into how you can be played. But, now that we have, we can finally start to tackle how you should be thinking during a match.
What? I already know I should be thinking. You already know to get so passes into my sides.
And how well has that worked for you?
Start teaching me.
Now that the basics are over, let's cover how you should interact with the survivors during the match. First and foremost, for all of the examples in this video going forward, please assume that you are playing 2011X in a full lobby of 8 people, all of whom are around your skill level. Now, let's cover a few techs that with 2011X that you can use. Now, as 2011X, there are survivors that are more important to get out first compared to others. I will refer to these survivors as high tier targets and others as low tier targets. The main high tier targets are Tails, Cream, Amy, and Sonic. Cream is obvious as she is the only healer in the game currently while also being by far the worst during chase. The most Cream has for chase is a dog shit passive version of Tails' flight ability and how tiny she is. Other than that, she's a sitting duck. Tails can be very annoying if you leave him alone, especially on maps like Not Perfect where the map is open and wide enough for Tails to safely sit across the map and snipe you to immediately end chase. Tails can force you to put charge on cooldown if he successfully gets flight off during chase, which will act as a "please stun me" beacon for the rest of his team. Amy is just the most busted survivor in the game currently. She can heal, can become nearly as fast as you, can make both of her stuns last 5 seconds, and can also gain information on where the entire lobby is, including you! In spite of that, she is also very hard to put down and chase, as she has a stun that thrives at close range and another stun that works at any range you can fucking aim well at. Nerf this dumbass character I saw! Oh my god! Sonic is a very powerful survivor that not a lot of people pay attention to when they play Executioner, and I think that's a problem. With full dodge, Sonic effectively has 150 HP. Alongside that, Drop Dash is a very good stun which has a very large window to come into effect. Peel Out, while heavily telegraphed and very easily caught, is also the best ability the survivors can use to end chase for another person. Peel Out does not stun you, does not keep the survivors near you, and outspeeds Invisibility every day that ends in Y. This ability is insane! Sonic is a survivor who is very good at his job as a frontline support / stunner, and if you don't remove him from the field, he will make his presence known over the course of the match, whether that be through saving people or stunning you. So if you have someone in chase and you see one of these high priority targets close enough to start a chase with them, start one! Ideally, you want to get Cream or Tails out first, but don't hesitate to down or full kill Sonic or Amy if the opportunity presents itself. With all this said, and I'm not even saying this as a deterrent for gentlemanly play or whatever, or I guess the term would be toxic play, do not target or tunnel people. It is a waste of time. The survivors will see who you are targeting and will dump every stun and cooldown to save them. They will stay grouped up and force you to work an exorbitant amount to down the person you are target / tunneling. And all of this will cost you time, and possibly even baby rage. It is much better for you to recognize when you should switch targets and when you should confirm a down or full kill. If Cream is constantly sticking near Tails / a stunner or is breaking your ankles, switch gears and pressure Metal Sonic, Knuckles, Eggman, or Sonic. If a chase has been going well, but you notice a low health target, mess up an ability, or whiff a stun / counter, kill them! As Executioner, it is your job to make sure that none of these survivors escape. Even one survivor escaping is a win for the entire team of survivors. Also, don't camp down bodies, since the time you spend standing over that down Tails is time you could be spending pressuring the low HP Knuckles, or draining all of the dodges from Sonic, or stopping Metal Sonic from healing, or just drop-kicking Cream into a wall. I want that rabbit obliterated by yesterday. Now, your low priority targets are the rest of the cast, Knuckles, Eggman, and Metal Sonic. Knuckles is generally just a free kill, as just by walking close to him during chase will cause the average Knuckles player to get scared of your aura and panic click counter, which you can then just wait out to get a free hit in. Eggman is the most annoying survivor to down / full kill due to his shield and jetpack boost, but if you pressure him into wasting shield and continue chase after he uses boost, he's nearly as defenseless as Cream is in chase with all of her abilities off cooldown. Metal Sonic is on the verge of being a high priority target like I said, but Destructive Charge can be easily dodged and he is by far the loudest character on the map. He can also just indirectly lead you to Tails or Eggman when seeking to heal. Now, with all this information laid out, targets can also be heavily affected by your playstyle or the current situation of the round. Sometimes you need to get a kill for some extra time, so if possible you should end chase with a first life Cream to go full kill that last life Knuckles or Eggman.
Alright! You're done now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, now it's time for me to kill you!
Until 2017, X where you live.
Not yet. He's such a weirdo. He smells like an unfair ass, too. He told me he doesn't take a shower. And he always has his nasty ass feet out, too. You know what? We get to live without human. Now I'm about to get away.
Finally, he's gone. Now I can go back to what I like doing best. Nothing. Okay. This video is finally fucking done. This took a long time, and for some parts I kind of scrapped and redid them a lot, but I'm happy with how it came out. I did manage to get it out before version 0.2 came out, hopefully, by the time I upload this. So, that's great. So it won't be immediately outdated upon release. If you would like to see more Outcome Memories content, A, I will probably make it because the game is really fun, and B, if you want any like specific ideas, like challenges, survivor guides, stuff like that, please comment down below your ideas and what you would like to see. Like and subscribe. They don't take long to do, and they help me out a lot. And also go follow my Twitch because I will eventually start streaming. I'm not sure when. But anyways, my upload schedule might look like dog shit right now, but I promise I'm going to try and not like upload once every month. Okay, that's all from me. Goodbye.